The legislative session is officially underway. It kicked off with Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham highlighting how she wants to spend what she called an unimaginable amount of money. News 13's Jessica Gadate explains what it could mean for New Mexican families.
We have right now unimaginable financial resources at our disposal.
The governor is proposing an $8.4 billion budget. That's roughly a 13% increase over the last year. Michelle Lujan Grisham saying now is the time to help all New Mexicans with tax cuts and raises, starting with teachers. She wants them to receive a minimum 7% raise.
That would be the biggest pay bump in recent memory, and it would put us first in the region for average educator pay. They deserve it.
Lawmakers will now start tackling budget proposals to come up with their own. Other proposals include raising salaries for state workers, pouring more money into schools, and funding programs to hire and keep police officers. The governor is also proposing a sales tax cut, saying it would be the first in 40 years and save New Mexicans more than $170 million every year.
$170 million in GRT was going to be returned to the public. Sounds like a big number in the aggregate. Let me tell you what it really is. It's 25 cents on $100. That is not real tax relief.
Republicans fired back on the governor's plans, but both parties agree they'll make the time during this short session to attack the state's crime problem.
But if we want to keep up our economic momentum, and we have to, we've got to get crime under control.
At least we know what the bar is now to do something for about crime in this state. The bar stands at 117 murders in Albuquerque. Then we're going to do something. It has to be an election year.
Because COVID cases are out of control, the governor gave her State of the State address from her office, and the Senate and House watch from their own chambers instead of all meeting together. And while there's a lot of excitement the state has money to spend, it has some lawmakers calling for caution.
How do we spend our money wisely and correctly, and how do we keep enough in reserves so that if there is a downturn in the economy, that we don't see us furloughing, cuts, restricting agencies, because New Mexico is infamous for that.
It's a new game. We have the ability to sustain this type of spending if we don't kill the golden goose in the process. And if it wasn't for oil and gas right now, quite frankly, we'd be in a hell of a mess.
Jessica Gadate, KRQE News 13.
Now, to enter the Roundhouse, you must show a vaccination card or a negative COVID test. We did spot some people trying to get in without a vaccination card, but security would not let them in. There were also some Republican senators who refused to wear masks, even though it is required inside the Roundhouse. Well, the first day of the session saw a handful of protests, including inside the House chamber.
Do the right thing! Do the right thing!
That was one of several protesters causing a scene just before the State of the State address, voicing opposition to the governor's hydrogen energy plan. Demonstrators also gathered outside the Roundhouse, some advocating for affordable housing and a ban on evictions. Another group was protesting the Roundhouse's vaccine requirement.